What if your dream home was waiting for you all along? Why does walking into my dream house feel like stepping through the final scene of a story written just for me, where every moment before now was building toward this exact arrival, this exact light, this exact peace? Why does each room welcome me like a memory I forgot I lived, like a place I once dreamed inside the silence, like a future that never needed proof, only trust? Why does the doorway feel like destiny's threshold, where belief becomes form, where hope finds its home, where alignment takes shape in beams and windows and stillness? Why does the floor beneath my feet whisper that I'm not just walking, I'm arriving, I'm remembering, I'm reclaiming the life I was born to receive? Why does this home already know me by heart, already match my rhythm, already echo the life I quietly scripted in my imagination long before keys ever touched my hand? Why does each corner feel sacred, soft, and cinematic, mirroring the essence of a life fully lived, richly felt, and lovingly trusted into being? Why do the windows open to a view that looks back at me with the same wonder I once sent forward in prayers, in daydreams, in whispered thank yous for what hadn't yet arrived but always felt near? Why does the ceiling hold the dreams I planted in secret, now flowering overhead in the quiet awe of realization, in the steady glow of manifestation, in the quiet proof that I was always building this, through faith, through focus, through frequency? Why does this space breathe with the rhythm of fulfillment, where even the silence speaks volumes, and the air itself hums with gratitude, with recognition, with divine timing that knew exactly when to open the door? Why do the details, the golden light, the peaceful stillness, the way the morning lands just right on the floor, feel less like design and more like destiny? Why does it feel like I didn't build this home alone, but with the unseen hands of belief, of trust, of soul-guided momentum that shaped every brick and beam? Why do the walls seem to whisper stories I've yet to live, futures I've yet to unfold, joy I've yet to hold, but all waiting for me right here, right now? Why does the timeline make sense only in hindsight, like puzzle pieces that never fit until now, like plot points in a movie I didn't realize had been leading to a perfect final scene? Why do I feel so known by this place, not as a stranger moving in, but as a soul returning home, to the life that was always mine in blueprint, always mine in vibration, always mine in faith? Why does my arrival feel not accidental, but inevitable, like the moment the credits roll and the music swells and the dream becomes the truth? Why does every breath I take inside this space affirm that I am safe, seen, held, chosen, not just by the house, but by the universe that orchestrated its unfolding in precise harmony with my trust? Why does the home reflect back, not just the beauty I sought, but the power I embodied, the clarity I claimed, the worthiness I never let go of? Why do I feel guided, blessed, and deeply met by the very walls I once imagined, the very space I once only felt in frequency, now here, solid, still, shimmering with the energy of yes? Why does this feel like not just the end of a story, but the beginning of a life fully aligned, fully loved, fully lived? Why does the house of my dreams already exist, not in some distant someday, but here, in this very breath, in this very step, in this perfect now? Why does my dream home need no permission, no justification, no explanation, just a soul ready to say yes to what was always mine? Why does the arrival feel less like possession and more like permission, less like ownership and more like reunion, less like something I earned and more like something I remembered? Why does it all feel divinely timed, divinely framed, divinely meant? Because it is.